All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live. You dig? Yes, today we gonna cook on Terence Crawford, his career, his legacy, and his announcement of his retirement. Let's scroll up and see who we got in the building thus far in the AM. Mike Check Global. Let me see here. Avery Vice in the building. Nada 86. Jalen Hudson. Bert from Marketing is in the building. We got AJ from Wick City. Coach 67 Sports TV is in the building. I said the homie Bert from Marketing. Let me see. Miami Snoopy 305 is up in here. Bush Baby Boxer, Young World. Brandon Adam Perry is in the building. DC Mule. Mr. J Dub 20 Texas. We got Mark Hairston in the building. The Dirt Game Boss. Cobra Head Sports and Entertainment. Let me see here. The homie Rod Neal is in the building. Let me see. KD the GOAT. What it do? Black Fry. Escobar. The homie Mr. Shelton is in the building. Justin Cash. Y'all must have forgot. Young Mustafa in the building. King Strick. What it do? Congratulations on them Knicks too, man. The homie Coach Hudson is in the building. What it do, Coach? Kevin Hill. Legacy of Rain. The homie Joe Townsend coming through, standing on LDBC business, and of course representing that old Hillside Bourbon Company. Y'all better go get you some of that old Hillside, black owned. Get you some of that whiskey bourbon, man. See what we got going on here. We got the homie D-Man Jr. is in the building. We got let me see. I said D-Man Jr. Let me see. Dale Reeve in the building. Ronnie Keno. Dane Watson. The Miss Perfect. Let me see here. Young Deezy 2007. What it do? What it do? Keon True Stories in the building. Ravens 45. Let me see here. Miracle Taz. Let me see here. Y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa in here. I said him. We got homie Dago in the building. Sports Guy 17. What it do? What it do? Let me see here. I said Kevin Hill. OG Sean the Don. Randy Watson. Justin Jacobs. T. Wright. So you got your notification. That's what's happening. Macadeus Mac of the South. AB. Young Abel in here. Ratchet Since 91 is in the building. LDBC or nothing. Daniel Mitchell is in the building. What it do? The homie Showtime in the building. Will Sinclair is in the building. What it do? 88 Sports Talk. The homie Drew Titan LLC is in the building. Let me see here. The brothers UK is up in here. What it do, fam? Escalera Gustavo is in the building. Transporter Probe. That's ain't that Charlie Woo Woo? I'm still trying to get used to these new names. Draysky. Salute to everybody in the building. I can't read all y'all, man. St. Louis Mix. Salute to everybody in here, man. Andre Toppin. Salute to everybody in here. If I missed y'all. Not at 86, the homie. Salute to everybody. Robert Singleton. What it do? What it do? All right, y'all, let's go and cook, man. TY Boxing, what's happening with it? The homie Stormy B, man, the sensei in here. All right, let's go and get down to it, man. Terence Bud Crawford yesterday announced his retirement, y'all, from the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Kudos to Bud, man. Left on top, left on his terms. Wasn't in no bad money situation where he felt like he had to keep going and he had to just save up a couple more dollars and nothing. The man, and this is what I was trying to tell people before about Terence Crawford. Crawford has been very smart with his money. I know several people that know Terence Crawford closely. Okay, several people, and Crawford got real estate out of the country. He got stuff going on all over this country. The man is very smart. This is why I was like laughing in my head when like Javante Davis was like trying to call Bud broke and all this stuff. And so I'm like, bro, these dudes really don't know what they be talking about, fam. Like seriously. Uh, Terence Crawford was in a position to retire now, especially after that Canelo lick. He popped them for 50. He got them for the 50 piece real quick and got up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Still undefeated, beat the guy who everybody thought he couldn't beat, and then said, nah, I'm out of here. Even though they're going to pay him more money for the rematch, he's like, nah, I'm straight. And this don't mean he won't come back one day. It don't mean that. But I hope that he is secure right now to where he don't need to come back. I'm happy that he got away. You know what I'm saying? I was happy when Floyd got away. Even though I got my issues with Floyd, I was happy that he got away. I was happy that Andre Ward had the wherewithal to say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to have too many injuries. I'm financially secure. I know how to live a regular lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. And he retired. See what I'm saying? Um, that's a beautiful thing. They beat the sport of boxing. They didn't let boxing beat them. And that's just super dope to me. 88 Sports Talk is in the super chat with that 5 piece. Appreciate the love, fam. Says I'm glad he retired. Another brother that got away that them other folks couldn't get 100. Absolutely. Because they was trying to get him, boy. They was trying to line Crawford up. They trying, oh, he's the fight. Benavidez. He's trying. They're going to keep giving him somebody bigger and badder to try to, you know what I'm saying, knock him off of his throne. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, this statement here, what's this from Forbes? It said, now, see, this is Forbes. Forbes keep track of people money, and this is what they do. So y'all on YouTube can be running around here talking about all these other dudes who making all this money. This is Forbes. You ain't got no inside scoop like they got, okay? Now they say Terence Crawford then earned over $100 million, okay? Especially with that Canelo lick he just pulled off. He made over $100 million. Has your favorite fighter done that? If he has, I mean, show us. Show us. I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? So simply you think Bud would come back periodically like Floyd? He might come back for some exhibitions, for some easy work or something like that. Or if he sees something as a challenge. I think right now Crawford probably don't see. He probably doesn't see anything left to challenge himself to get him up because it probably takes a lot to get up in the morning and train, right? Especially when you sitting on top of the throne, you need something to look forward to. You need something to inspire you. But he fed off of when he was younger. He fed off of his mama not believing or he was the best. He fed off of her telling him, you can't do this, you can't do that. That was his motivation, right? He fed off of us, the fans, doubting him. No, you can't beat Earl Spence. No, oh really? And then that was the energy he needed, right? Oh man, you can't beat Canelo. That's too much weight for you. Oh really? That was the energy he needed. You know what I'm saying? But now, ain't nobody finna pick against Bud. To who we gonna pick against him? Even though the Benavidez fight is a dangerous fight, is anybody really gonna sign up and put their money down and say I got Benavidez beating them for sure? No, you ain't gonna do that. So at this point, he don't have what's happening with Prince Akeem. Salute to everybody in the building. Crawford doesn't have that challenge anymore. So I think this is the time to retire. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the point where you feeling good like this, and you like, man, look, I done accomplished what I need to accomplish. I'm finna sit back, relax, raise my kids. I'm finna, spend time, all this quality time with my family. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what we all working for to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And the only is like I say, Floyd Mayweather has retired as well, but Floyd keep coming back because Floyd lives a certain lifestyle that requires him to make a certain amount of money to maintain that lifestyle. Floyd doesn't want. Floyd could retire and never fight again, not exhibitions, nothing, right? If he wanted to, if he was willing to adjust his lifestyle to just spending like a few $1,000,000 a year, right? But Floyd wants to still live like, you know what I'm saying, like he you know what I'm saying, like he uh, Frank White the Desperado or something. You know what I'm saying? He still want to live like that, so he has to earn a certain amount of money in order to be able to f off a certain amount of money. You see what I'm saying? Crawford don't really have he don't have those type of habits, or he don't have that type of expensive taste. You know what I mean? Some dudes aren't comfortable unless they in a Bugatti or something like that. Crawford wouldn't have a problem driving an F-150. See what I'm saying? Like when he really stunting, he gonna pull out the Cadillac Escalade. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? $100,000 truck. Like that's stunting to a guy like Crawford or Andre Ward. They have different mentalities. You see what I'm saying? So he'll be just fine. Crawford will be just fine in retirement. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the point. What's happening with it, homie? So um, I'm proud of Terence Crawford. I'm proud of him for what he's accomplished in the sport, and I'm proud of all the other fighters. Like Andre Ward and Floyd too. You know what I'm saying? All them guys that beat the sport of boxing, and I'm rooting for all these youngsters to beat them, to beat boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because the obstacles that they put in your way, we got, you know, look, I want them to beat this sport. My brother Deontay Wilder. I know a lot of people want Wilder to retire, and I'm fine with Wilder retiring if he wants to retire. Right? If he want to retire, I'm totally fine with Deontay retiring because I don't think he got nothing else to prove, nothing. But if he feels like he still got something in it, we ride. I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. And if he want to prove something else to himself or to whatever, if he want to regain the championship, I just want him to leave boxing and beat them. I don't want boxing to beat him. I don't want boxing to beat none of these guys. I don't want boxing to beat Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I want Devin Haney to beat boxing. Young World is in that super chat with that 50-piece chicken nugget. The young Giannis, thank you, brother. Appreciate the support coming through heavy. Since I heard from a phone convo with Bud that the WBC thing got under his skin, and that's that he's gonna let the fish clear out everything. Then he's gonna come back to take on the biggest of those fish. If that's true, you're on to something. 78. Hey man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Bud talking about. What he gonna do? We're gonna see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? If he come back, I'm definitely gonna support him. But I'm happy that he's retired and he's in a position to retire. See, some of these guys, they like I be telling y'all, a lot of this stuff is an illusion, right? A lot of these guys aren't making the money you think they're making. They just aren't. Okay, they're not making the money you think they're making. They are, they get they it's a number that gets reported to everybody, but you gotta look at the guarantee. Look at the guarantee because that's what they're getting, right? The guarantee is what for sure they're getting. Anything else, upside and all that, the fight gotta sell a certain amount. Like if we sell over 300,000, then they get like a boost and they pay and all that kind of stuff, whatever, right? But um, Now that's why a lot of these promoters don't like Turkey, because now that Turkey's here, he's giving these guys the money up front, and he'll worry about the back end himself. See what I'm saying? He worried about the back end himself. He like, look, okay, because remember Bob Arum, PBC, Eddie Hearn, all of them, Oscar De La Hoya, they all was preaching. These guys got to take a small fee, a small guarantee, because we're risking our money, and if the event doesn't sell, and blah blah blah, right? So that's what they were telling. They was convincing these guys to take 1.5 million guaranteed, 2 million guaranteed, 3 million guaranteed, and then get your money on the back end if the fight sells, right? So that's what they was promising them. Now Turkey's coming in here giving them 10 million, 12, 15, 20 million guaranteed, right? Or some guys, saying who was making $1 million, getting like 6 million now, messing with Turkey, guaranteed. And instead of fans being happy, like, hey man, yeah, that's what's up. The guy's making some money now. They sitting around here trying to count Turkey money. This man is Saudi royalty. Got money literally coming out the ground, and you got YouTubers who got to wait till Friday to get their haircut, telling you how much money Turkey got, and Turkey going broke. I mean, you can't make this up, fam. It's diabolical. And why do you even care? Why would you even care? What's up, Supreme Beast About to Talk, Cadillac Red? Why would you even care if Turkey was losing money? That's his problem. Seriously, that's his problem. If he's not worried about it, why are you worried about it? That don't even make. Why is you worried? I can't stand a nosy person, bro. Why is you? That's like every Friday. If every Friday, Cadillac Red is buying out the bar at this local spot, right? Hey man, you're gonna pull up to the club. Hey man, Cadillac Red, he buying out the bar, man. He having a party every Friday, man. He getting to the money. Now imagine me sitting there talking. It's a bunch of girls around, everybody having fun, popping bottles, and I'm sitting there. And I wonder how he paying for this. I mean, this guy be costing him like $20,000 every weekend. I mean, how you paying for this, man? How about you just stop drinking up his free drinks then? How about you stop watching boxing? If you got a problem with what Turkey's cards, stop covering them. Stop watching them, stop covering them. But you won't do that, will you? Of course not. You won't stop covering them. You won't stop watching. But just like the thoughts that y'all are, you're going to reap the benefits. You're going to profit off of what he's providing for you and then criticize him. Just like an ungrateful little thought. That's what y'all is. Ungrateful thoughts. Y'all hate Terence Crawford. Y'all hate Turkey Al Sheikh. And then I got these clowns running around here talking about some American patriotism. Man, they taking the fights away from America. Hey, listen, bro. I've been American my whole life. You ain't finna run no con game on me. Y'all ain't never give a damn about black folks in America. Never. You understand? You ain't finna use no patriotism con game on me. But now Hawkins out here talking about some America this, America that. But when Colin Kaepernick took a knee and was protesting how America was treating him, y'all called him un-American. Y'all was ready to hang him from a tree like y'all did Jesus. Y'all was ready to hang him from a tree like y'all did Jesus. But then turn around, Donald Trump get in office and tell you that he loves Russia. And Vladimir Putin is the man. And what happened to the patriotism? What happened to the patriotism? What happened to the patriotism when Joe Louis fought Matt Schmeling and y'all was rooting for Matt Schmeling? What happened to the patriotism in World War II when y'all made the black soldiers eat by themselves and they couldn't integrate? They couldn't stay with the white American soldiers. They had to be by themselves because they less than. But then you let the German prisoners of war eat with the American. Bro, miss me with the patriotism. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all, this country, America, about patriotism. And don't you ever in your life question black people's loyalty to this country. We built this motherfucker. Don't you ever question our loyalty. We still here and we built it, and y'all treat us like trash. Don't you ever try to run no con game on me about patriotism and loyalty to America. Marx, none of you. I apologize for getting angry. But anyway, I don't have a problem with what Turkey's doing. That's what you get. That's what all of these promoters get. Like I just did a video last night about it. All of these promoters deserve what they get because they took advantage of us, the boxing fan. They did not appreciate us. They didn't respect our dollar. We, the hardcore, have been loyal to the sport of boxing since we first watched the boxing match. We fell in love with this sport. But do they show us any love? No. What they do? They chasing the casual dollar. That's how Jake Paul got in the game. Because boxing chases the casual dollar. They don't respect us. Just like your cable company don't respect you. You could be, I've been with Spectrum. Used to be Time Warner. I've been with these jokers since 1981. No, figure of speech. Right? You know what they'll tell me? I say, look, man, my bill too high. I'm paying like $300-something a month. Like, nobody pay that no more. Like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Well, yes, sir. Unfortunately, you don't qualify for the $150 deal. So why? Oh, because you're not a new customer. Wait a minute. So loyalty is not rewarding? Well, I know it doesn't seem fair, but wait a minute. So if I drop y'all and I go to another place and then come back to y'all, then I can get a better deal? I'm not supposed to say that, but unfortunately, that's the way it works. I mean, y'all so backwards and stupid. It's so goofy, man. But this is the way of the world. Once they got you, nobody respects you no more. They just say, all right, we got him. Let's focus on getting the new people. Huh? This is why I've been trying to tell y'all, and I ain't trying to turn this into no political thing, but this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, stop being so predictable with your vote. Stop letting everybody know, I'm voting this way, guaranteed. No matter who running, I'm voting this way. Because then once they got you, they ain't got to do nothing for you. We letting everybody else, we letting them pander and kiss behind everybody else. Because they know they got us. Oh, we got them. We ain't got to worry about that. So anyway, I'm proud of Terence Crawford. I'm happy that he has gotten to this point in his career, in his life, where he can retire. And he beat these mugs. He beat the sport of boxing. He retired as a boss. You know what I'm saying? Retired, and he retired at the right. He went out with a Canelo dub, bro. Who go out with a Canelo dub? Man, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold. So now you got Andre Ward, who retired undefeated, even though they wanted him to lose so bad. They were just rooting for him. And we talk about American patriotism. We had to sit back and watch all these so-called Americans root against the American Olympic medalist, Andre Ward. This American brother gets rooted against by other Americans for a Russian. A woman beating Russian, too. A monster in Sergey Kovalev. I had to sit here and watch my brother Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, an American medalist, get rooted against by his own American people for a foreigner in Tyson Fury, a dope fiend. I saw it with my own eyes. I sit here and watch y'all root against young Devin Haney for a foreigner in Lomachenko. So please, I beg of you, do not try to con me with the patriotism. You're not qualified to do so. You understand? Nobody on this planet is qualified to question Black Americans' loyalty to America. Nobody is. Nobody. I don't want to hear it no more. So y'all can stay out my comment section with the little fake guilt. Hey man, it's gonna be hard for the black fighters and for the okay. Who fault is that? Who fault is that? We had listen. You had this. This is what I'm saying. This is how we're acting now. You boxing promoters in America. We had boxing, right? It's like if you had a girl, right? You got this girl. Let's just call her Stacy for the sake of argument. You got Stacy, right? You done had Stacy for years. You and Stacy been dating for 20 years. You refused to marry her though. She loved you, but you refused to marry Stacy. You taking Stacy for granted. You don't care. Look, you bragging to your friends how you can just man. Hey man, I be taking her bread and everything, dog. Yeah, as soon as she get paid, I take the bread. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She be cooking for me and stuff, man. Man, I take the food, I throw it in, I give it to the dogs. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's Stacy. But then one day you come home and Stacy done packed up all her stuff and she down the street with Habib. Habib got Stacy now. And you like, what you do? What you doing? She's like, I'm just Habib, he got money, he taking care of me and he appreciates stuff I do. No, you can't do that. You can't just run off with Habib. Man, and then you come on the internet crying and whining. The same people you was bragging to about how you was abusing Stacy, now you running around here crying to him, talking about she sold out because she with the Habib. Man, go somewhere and shut up. I don't nobody want to hear y'all. Robert Singleton is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. He says, you preaching today, General. Salute to you, homie. Thank you for the support. Jay Grant Jr. said, Habib did work at 7-Eleven. Facts. So, yeah, it got nasty. It's nasty work out here. So yeah, the American the American promoters did not respect the fans, man, and they bragged about how easy it was. Everybody, the whole world saw how sweet it was in the sport of boxing. So that's how when Jake Paul came in, and he saw Jake Paul came from YouTube, bro. Him and his brother was making YouTube videos like me. I was like, yo, it's a lick. Yo, I'm finna get into this boxing, start promoting some boxing events. And that's dope. The fact that he pulled that off. It's dope. He pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hate. He pulled that off. Right? That's dope. But you got to ask yourself, why haven't these black fighters, why haven't none of these American fighters, period, done that? Why? They all got promotional companies, supposedly. Why haven't they done what Jake Paul have done? You got to spend money to make money. You got to invest in these types of things. You got to gamble. You got to trust the process. Jake Paul said, hey, I'm finna try this out, right? I'm finna try this out. I'm gonna use my own audience. And yes, all the promoters was against Jake Paul in the beginning. All of them was against him. Everybody tried to team up against him and mess up his money, right? But he was able to do it because he had his own audience that came over and he put himself in positions to lose, which made it intriguing to people. They said, wait a minute, Jake Paul, this YouTuber, he finna fight such and such? Man, he finna get knocked out. So everybody wanted to watch him get beat up. So it's brilliant what he actually did. He didn't just go fight some no name people. He fought people with names. So now he bringing in their audience plus his audience, right? Nice strategy by Jake Paul. So now, why haven't these American fighters gotten together to do that? I told you, Floyd Mayweather could have been and still could be the greatest boxing promoter ever, but he doesn't invest in that. He doesn't. Floyd still act like he like one of these other guys who got promotional company. Like he's not out here. When's the last time you seen a Mayweather Promotions fight? When? With your name, you can own boxing. Floyd could have easily had Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis. He could have had all of them guys and Abdullah Mason. Would nobody be signing with Top Rank? Would nobody be signing with nobody but Floyd if Floyd Mayweather had the right mentality and if he wanted to be the best promoter the way he wanted to be the best fighter? If he had that mentality, yo, I'm finna look out for all the youngsters. I'm finna give them some good deals. I'm gonna school them, blah blah blah. But he got too much hate in this system. Floyd got too much haterism in his bones for that, because he'll like you at first, but if you start getting too much shine, he get jealous. And it's a lot. We all know it's people like that. You know what I'm saying? And be like, oh man, why you hating on me? That's when we supposed to be family. He hating on me because you got too big for your britches. See what I'm saying? Just like that dude at your job or that girl at your job. When you come in and y'all both entry level positions, y'all best friends. As soon as you get promoted to be a lead worker or a supervisor, now all of a sudden, people sneak this in you, talking about you behind your back, and you acting different. No, I ain't acting no different. You the one acting different. What you talking about? You rubbing shoulders with them folks now. Floyd got that haterism in him. So that's why. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these fighters, unfortunately, have not taken the time to educate themselves about the business of boxing. They have allowed for others to take care of their business. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? But you still have to educate yourself on the business so that you know how much money you're supposed to have, what's going on. Right? And too many times we make excuses for these guys and say, oh, well, man, these fighters, man, they get hit in the head, man. They don't know this and that. No, stop that. No. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. You can educate yourself on your money and how much money you're supposed to have, in the business of boxing. And you can go out here and start promoting some fights, promoting your own fights. You can do that. Trust the process. Trust your fans. You know what I'm saying? That's what you guys start doing. That's what these young fighters got. If Jake Paul can come in here, he saw that opening and he took it, boom. Now Jake Paul doing his thing. Now he one of the biggest promoters in the sport of boxing. But ain't none of these other guys doing. Now y'all got to go to Jake Paul. You got Timothy Bradley out here hating on Jake Paul, but yet you begging Jake Paul to fight for a fight. Why? Because you ain't got no job. Because Top Rank ain't got no home. Now Tim Bradley out here. Everybody know what you're doing, but it's pathetic. How you hating on somebody, but at the same time begging them for an opportunity to fight? Oh, I'll fight Jake Paul and I'll fight Jillian Love on the same night. I'm for real. Man, look, we can talk about the numbers. Just, man, shut up, dude. This is pathetic. Why you Timothy Bradley? Why you ain't starting your own promotional company? You ain't got the money. You done made millions. What you do with it? You see? Jake Paul came from YouTube. He took his YouTube money. Now, he was making money on YouTube. Now, I mean, that is what it is. But he wasn't making more than y'all was making in boxing. Okay? So if he can take his YouTube money and have enough sense to invest it and say, I'm going to invest in this, then y'all can do the same thing. It's no reason for y'all to be out here buying Bentleys and all this old goofy stuff. Got a house over here, a house over there. Then you paying a car note in a house over here. Then you got to pay this broad off. You got to pay alimony. That's your fault. Y'all have to go out here and put this work in. Stop blaming. I'm not finna be sitting around here hating on Jake Paul. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna hate on Turkey. No. Everybody, look, dude keep riding up and down this street, up and down my street. And however good he doing, he worked for it. He did what he supposed to do. What am I hating for? I can do it if I dedicate myself to go do it. You can go do it too, all you fighters. But y'all too busy wanting to be you trying to outshine the next monkey. See what I'm saying? You want to have a bigger chain than the monkey over here, right? You ain't trying to actually be a boss. You're trying, like every ninja on the street, you're trying to look like a boss. Boy, a ninja love to look like a boss, don't he? Boy, these ninjas love to look like a boss. But actually working to become a boss, become your own master, right? That's different. Don't nobody want to do that. But everybody, I mean, you could ride past any bus stop in the hood and see somebody with a Balenciaga shirt on. $2,000 sweater on the bus stop. On the bus stop, ladies and gentlemen. Because you got in your mind, well, you want to look like a boss, but you don't want to be a boss. You want to have some paperwork that say, such and such promotions, but you don't want to promote no fights. Jake Paul out here getting to it. Y'all gotta come see him now. Now Jake Paul. Listen, Gervonta Tank Davis was at the mercy of Jake Paul, but you Tank fans will come on the internet and talk crazy to us, your brothers, because we got a disagreement about who better between Devin Haney and Tank in a fight. Instead of let's say, hey man, well let's let them fight and see what happens. Y'all arguing with us. You trying to out monkey the monkeys, but you ain't got no smoke for why your guy didn't supposed to be so rich, but he got to bow down and go work with Jake Paul to make $40 million. Why don't he got a promotional company? Why Tank Davis ain't just opening up his own? Why do he need the PBC at this point? If he's as popular as y'all say he is, why don't he say, hey man, I'm gonna just take my promotional company. I'm gonna have my own event. I'm gonna trust in my fans to come out and support me. I'm gonna fight, but I gotta challenge myself though. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fight Devin Haney. I'm gonna fight Shakur Stevenson, but I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna put on my own event. I'm gonna keep all the money. Why can't you do that, G? That's gangster, bro. That's gangster. Why can't you do that? Why aren't you going to Jake Paul? Right? But then we got to listen to people talking crazy about how much money he making. Oh, he making this much. He making that much. And Tank getting paid. And Devin just want to be like Tank. And Tank like, bro, listen, man. Whatever, fam. End of the day, all these fighters could be going to fight for themselves. They can have their own promotional companies. They could put on their own events, even if it's just starting off as small events and stuff. They can do that. But don't nobody want to take the risk of losing money. But you want the promoters to take the risk of losing money. But you don't want to do it yourself. See what I'm saying? You got to be able to spend that bread. You know what I'm saying? I can sit back. At one point in time, I had somebody fronting me. They was fronting me Bud, right? Allegedly, right back in the day. He fronted me Bud, and I was getting crazy prices on the Bud. Good, high quality, good stuff. This before, Bud was legal everywhere, and everybody had access to the good stuff. So I was getting fronted, just over and over, just constantly getting fronted, like 20 of them a week. And I'm like, oh man, I'm making so much money. Everything's going great. It's beautiful, right? And then one day, I took a chance. I said, you know what? I'm getting this good price. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Fronting. He giving them to me, and then I gotta pay him back by a certain date, and then you know what I'm saying, all the rest of the money is mine. I'm just gonna talk to him, and I'm just gonna start buying from him. Just say, look, bro, just let me buy him. I'm graduating past the front. I get nervous when I owe people. I don't like owing people. It's hard to sleep at night when you know you owe somebody $20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really go. You can't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And at least I can't. I can't sleep when I know somebody. It's somebody out there you owe $20,000. You gotta have the money by Friday. I don't like living like that. So now that I got my money up, let me just buy 20 on from me. Oh, okay. He was happy for me. He didn't try to hold me into. He said, okay, cool. That's what's happening. I felt a lot better. Slept good. Got some of the best sleep in my life. When you don't owe nobody nothing. Everybody got to graduate one day. Everybody got to elevate their game. You see what I'm saying? And this is what these fighters got to do. You got to elevate your game. What's up, Freedom's March in the building? Everybody got to elevate their game, bro. You know what I'm saying? You call D-Man Jr., let him cook up the yayo for you. You know what I'm saying? I just mess with you. But anyway, so Bud has retired. I hope he's in a position to stay retired. I really do. Unless he could just, he just feel like he want to come back and make some easy money or something, whatever. But I hope he does stay retired. You know what I'm saying? What's up, beautiful brown sugar Tay in the building? He stay retired. That's gonna be super duper dope. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm proud of him, happy for him. Now we got. I feel like this is a good accomplishment for us. You know what I'm saying? As far as American boxing fans, look, we got Crawford, we got Mayweather, Andre Ward. We got a lot. There's legendary guys, but a lot of these guys have retired undefeated. But now, out of this next generation, you got young Devin Haney, you got Javante Davis, you got Shakur Stevenson, right? It's a lot of young guys. Abdullah Mason, right? So you want all these guys to beat boxing, and you don't want boxing to beat them. Now, even Tate. I know people, I don't necessarily like Tate. I think he's a mark, but I don't want boxing to beat him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want boxing to beat him. I want him to beat boxing. I want him to, but I do want to see him challenge himself. Want to see him fight somebody, prove how good he is or not, and then retire. Darth in the super chat with that 5-piece, much love and much appreciation, fam. Says salute. Said I think my super chat from earlier disappeared. Oh, word? I didn't yeah, I didn't see one earlier, fam, but appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Flyer frequently said 78 if Bud was to agree to one more fight, who would you want it to be? Hypothetically, if Bud was going to agree to one more fight, man, I don't know. I don't really want to see him fight nobody else, really. I mean, unless he wants to become undisputed at 160. But one person to fight for Bud. If I could pick just one person, I would want to see Bud fight just one person. But it's I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to advertise in the world. I would just want to be in the gym and watch that fight in the gym. I wouldn't want it to happen in front of the world. And that's Floyd versus Bud. I would love to be in the gym watching that go down, like a closed circuit type of situation. I wouldn't even want none of these busters to even get the privilege to see that. You said Earl at 160? No, I don't want to see that, because he's not. Earl is saying he'll come back when he feel like it. So he don't feel like it. That hunger is not there. So I'm not interested in seeing Bud versus Earl. Like I said, Earl got I want to see Earl come back and fight. If he does come back, I want to see Earl come back and fight some tune-ups first, just to get back into his rhythm. I don't want to see Earl fight Terence Crawford. He ain't fought in like 4 or 5 years, and he can come back and fight Bud. No, I don't want to see that. Oh yeah, Charlo fight would be good. Oh, I forgot about Boots. Yeah, I forgot about Boots. Bud versus Boots. Yeah, I forgot about Boots. Boots or Jamel. Yeah, those are good fights. Mm-hmm. Q Diggs in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He says, I bet Lonnie the Lip said Bud only retiring so he can have so he don't have to fight Tank. Yeah, old Lonnie the Lip. Sports Guy 17 I say Canelo for a crazy payday. Well, I don't want to see Bud fight Canelo again because I think they're gonna cheat him. Canelo not going back in there again. Now that he know he up against, he ain't going back in there with Bud as no clean fighter. Canelo gonna find him a way. He said I would have loved to see Bud versus Laura. But Yannick ruined it. Yeah, Yannick a cheater, bro. That's why a lot of these guys are cheaters, man. And unfortunately, in the sport of boxing, the unfortunate part about boxing is that these cheaters continue to get passes from the fans. And not just the fans, the media, bro. The boxing media is a joke, bro. I don't even respect these dudes in the boxing media, bro. I really don't. The fake outrage they have, most of them is racist. Even the black ones is racist against their own people. They just it's pathetic, dude. Like somebody will test positive, and you give this person every excuse in the book, and I just don't understand. I'm like, bro, how do y'all do this? Like, what's the point of having drug testing in boxing? Seriously, what is the point at this time to have drug testing in boxing? What's the point of VADA? What's the point of the WBC clean boxing program? If every time somebody get caught, they say, "Oh, my supplement was tainted. Oh, I ate some contaminated meat. I ate too many eggs." This dude kind of been literally told y'all he ate too many eggs. That was his excuse. And everybody moves on and forgets all about it like nothing ever happened. But unless you don't like the person, right? I've seen Devin Haney get crucified for a year for suing Ryan Garcia for damages. The damages that were rewarded from the New York State Athletic Commission, they fined Ryan Garcia $1 million and then told Ryan he had to pay the money to Golden Boy. Devin Haney never said, "Whoa, Golden Boy, that's his piece. He get to keep his money, basically." No, we need some of that. That's why he sued him. But everybody in the boxing media knew this, but they pretended like Devin sued Ryan for beating him up. And everybody ran with this fake narrative that pissed me off to no end, bro. But I watched the fans, I watched the media, I watched other celebrities talk crazy about Devin Haney and his family for a year. And he's the one who got cheated. He's the one who got cheated. I watched Deontay Wilder get talked about for a year about or longer, with people talking about, "Oh, Wilder blame his costume. He blaming his costume. Ha 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 ha." But meanwhile, Tyson Fury is over here, yayoed up, tooting on powder, testing positive for nandrolone, and then he blamed it on wild boar meat, right? He was eating boar testicles, and he blamed it on that when he tested positive. But most people forgot Tyson Fury even tested positive. They forgot all about it. So people have energy for what they want to put their energy into. See what I'm saying? And this is why I am the way I am. People say, "Oh, you always talking about race." I'm always gonna talk about race because I'm gonna put the mirror in y'all face. You're not finna run no con game. I don't think you know better than me. A lot of these other ninjas on YouTube with YouTube channels, they think they born with the belief that you're better than them. They worship your culture. They look see, I know who I am. I have a knowledge of self, and I know I'm the shit. You understand? I come from a long line of brothers and sisters that was the shit. You understand? Every day I wake up is a blessing. I have the original man and woman's DNA in my body. You can't convince me that you're better than me. I don't have to come down to the ring with a sombrero on. It's an insult to my ancestors. I don't have to kiss Jake Paul's behind. Hey, how you doing, sir? Hey, Jake. And then when I get into an argument with a black man, now I'm yelling and acting like a ninja, threatening to take his life. Man, get up out of here with that mess. Nobody got time for this nonsense. Darth in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love, much appreciation, family. He says, "Respect to Bud for standing up against the WBC and congratulations on a historic career. Truly a man who refused to be second to anyone." 180. You ain't told no lies with that one, brother. Yeah, Bud that he came and got it, didn't he? But yeah, the reason why I said what I said is because you got these guys like Taco Hat and stuff like that. These guys, they really believe. You could tell by the way they talk, they worship other people's cultures, right? They don't really respect their own cultures. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of black folks like that online. A lot of them, bro. There's a lot of black folks online who, and you see more and more. If you start watching other channels outside of boxing, right? I'm not just talking about boxing, I'm talking about anything, politics, whatever. Like, bro, you can't look. all of these, especially, it's a lot of youngsters, and it's not your fault. It's it's your parents' fault. My generation, it's our fault because we was too busy trying to work two jobs, hustling, get us a nice house in a nice neighborhood, send y'all to nice private schools, and get y'all far away from ninjas as possible. Because we thought we was doing the right thing, but as a result, you've lost your identity. And we did a horrible job. My generation did a horrible job of instilling pride in you, cultural pride, teaching you your history. That falls on us, and I own that. Not I didn't do that, but my generation did. So it's not just your fault. However, I see so many youngsters today. This just jigs, man. I'm talking about jig city, fam. It don't care. I don't care what they talking about. They just hate being black. They be on here like, yeah, man, black people this and that. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is messed up, and we like. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? Look, I see dudes who don't even know that black folks, like all our inventions and stuff, but they on YouTube. They influencers got 300,000-400,000 subscribers, and they agreeing with dudes like Nick Fuentes. How is you agreeing with Nick Fuentes? Nick Fuentes don't like black people. But hey, man, but he got a good point though. He's saying that he thinks that blacks are like inherently criminals. And if you look at the numbers, and bro, what's wrong with you? How can you? So you a criminal? Your mama's a criminal? Well, I don't know. Nick Fuentes says, I'm like, bro, look, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it with these dudes, bro. I can't. Can't do it with these dudes, man. It's depressing. Listening to these cats, man. They hate themselves, man. They hate themselves. This is why you gotta be careful too of the energy we put out there. Like all this stuff, like we do. Look, man, make sure y'all sub to my Patreon too, man. Because I'm cooking over here today, and I'm giving y'all Patreon content. Make sure you sub to my Patreon, man. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. If you dig the conversation, you know what I'm saying. Don't check your boy out. But anyway, couch. But anyway, it's getting to the point now. Oh, salute to the homie. Give ATL and Super Chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation with the super sticker. Thank you, family. Salute. Joe Townsend said Nick Fuentes is a 27-year-old virgin who is obsessed with big black. Yeah, that's absolutely he is. Like most of them guys is. Most of those guys are. What's up with El Salvador? He says, fam, Crawford era hasn't ended. Said facts, and if he did, he has such an incredible run. Yeah, man, Crawford did his thing. He did his thing for real, for real. Crawford did this thing for real, man. But yeah, anyway, that's what we have now, and this is why I have to speak the way I speak. I have to gotta let the youth know. And this some y'all on here doing it too. Y'all doing your thing. I see a lot of the brothers, Freedom's March, Coach Hudson, you know what I'm saying? Trill Will, and others. It's a lot of brothers that's still out here talking the way we need to be talking and teaching. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta sneak the information in behind stuff like boxing, behind stuff like music, behind stuff like politics. You gotta sneak the information in, because if you just title your video, you know what I'm saying, some conscious stuff, they ain't gonna want to watch it. They ain't gonna want to watch it, bro. You gotta sneak. You know how you gotta sneak vegetables into the kids. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sneak the truth into these jokers, man. Otherwise, you know what I mean. You gotta teach them without letting them know they in school. But anyway, man, I'm finna get up out of here though, y'all. I said what I had to say today. Congratulations, Terence Bud Crawford, man. Proud of you. I'm proud of shout out to the Crawford fans, man, who stayed loyal, stayed down with Terence Crawford through the thick and thin. And man, I'm proud of everything he's accomplished. You know what I'm saying? This is super dope to me, dog. Super dope that he's able to retire. He made $100 million and he up out of here. You feel me? So I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute, man. Um, Stay ready, Mac. What's happening with the G? He said, "What up? Hey, man, rewind it, bro. I was cooking today, man. So make sure you rewind this, man, and come check it out, bro. How at y'all in a minute, man. 7 Day Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Bye, here though, y'all. Deuces."